helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates. Staying tapped in with the markets coming right back around. Man, can they pump so fast. So let's get in here. Let's talk about the markets right away. Share this live stream. Put it in your TGs. Put it in your telegrams. You know, put it everywhere, man. Share this live every single where. Let's talk about your favorite projects. Get your communities in here. Let's talk BTC. What's going on with ETH? We're having breakouts after breakouts. And, man, I think we're in a really bullish market, fam. I've been telling people for a while, I really believe that we're in a super cycle. So, man, we'll see if that comes to life. What do I think about Zora? We can check Zora out, Ricky Ortiz. I actually open it up right now just so I don't forget. This has been one. I didn't catch this one. I know this one's been getting a lot of attention. Honestly, you know, like I tell people, I'm not Ash from Pokemon. I can't catch them all. But at the end of the day, you know, there is some, let's see which one has the liquidity. 31 million in liquidity. Okay. What does it take us to? Takes us to Uniswap. I haven't did it off of CMC before. We'll get Zoro right now. Here goes the contract address. There we go. Let's get this one ready for you. We got XPX, of course. Let's open up a duplicate right here. Let's add the Zora right here. Get the Zora community in here. We'll figure that one out as well. I know I've seen that one trending multiple times. I didn't catch it, man. I definitely didn't catch it. So I don't even know much about it. So it's nice because we could just dive into it all fresh together and see what it's all about. So let's start off right here, man. We got the overall crypto market cap at $4.1 trillion market cap. I mean, super bullish. It just came down a little bit, 4.01 is what I'm meaning to say. So it's been going right back over 4 trillion. Yes, it peaks a little bit underneath. Sometimes it'll go down to 3.86 and, you know, 3.90 and things like that. But Pandora's box has been open, and this is just it, fam. This is the future. We're right here in adoption. So lock in. Look at those people who cheated on ETH. Look at the people who cheated on BNB. Look at the people who cheated their Solana. I mean, right now is it's a perfect example of hitting the sell button during markets like this is a bad idea. The best thing you can do is just wait for times that you can accumulate and get some more, and then get some more, and then get some more. You got Ethereum up 10.4%. I'm sure a lot of people are like, man, I should have never sold none of my ETH. I should have just never sold a piece of it, right? And it's still not too late. Now, I do think that this level of adoption is not going to be the same cycle, right? This is the main one. As you see, Bitcoin ETF, you know, ETH ETFs, possible XRP ETFs and things like that. That's going to keep making this market like continue to pump for sure. But I think this is the level of like, you know, things being passed where it's like, this is the A-OK to do. So we'll start off right here on BTC, 114 on the day, $114,000. It did go up to 115 today, but it's still trading underneath the 50 moving average. We're going to add these indicators and let you guys know what's going on. Let the rotations begin. Okay, here we go. Let's add this. So no buy signal yet, but what I really like is that we're having a clear bounce on what we've been talking about for weeks. Like, honestly, that's really one of my favorite things. It's like when it all comes together, you know, we've been talking about prior resistance. And this section was right here was if we lost these previous lows, we were going to go lower and touch the 50 moving average. But we've been waiting for this. You know, this kind of look over here that we got where it's kind of tapping this prior resistance becoming future support. So you got to ask yourself, is this the new level of support on BTC? You know, where it hit that 110. And now it's going back to break over 115 to start hitting towards 120. On the daily chart, we don't have a buy signal, right? On the 200 moving average with the parabolic SAR, we don't have the crosses on the bottom with a buy signal yet, but we do have the first signs of some support being made, right? It's the 4-hour chart that gives you kind of a better bird's eye view of what's going on right here, and you guys can see that. Let's get these out the way really quick just to start off with the 50 moving average. And then we'll add the indicators. We'll go to your guys' favorite projects. And then you guys let me know what you're buying. What's your newest, you know, favorite meme coin? I got some fire ones for you guys as well. I know they're cooking in the back end, so you guys don't want to miss out. But we got this right here, 50 moving average. This little hitting the 50 moving average once right here, coming a little bit lower. Still no break above the 50 moving average. We had the first test, but this could be an area where we come back down to 113, try to find some support on this lower value range, and then break above this shelf right here, which is 115.6. If it can break 115.6, it starts to trade into this gap, start to head towards the point of control, which acts like a magnet pulling price to this red line on the volume profile. Now we'll use some indicators to give us a better view of what's going on, and we can see here goes that buy signal, the sell signal, and we're waiting for it to print a new buy signal. That new buy signal breaking the 50 moving average at the same time while breaking the 50 moving average with a buy signal is usually really bullish. You got to let this thing kind of start to march to the right a little bit, and then that's when the action starts to happen. 4-hour chart already has some buy signals on the bottom from the parabolic SAR. It is crashing the 50, and then it's going to crash the 200 moving average. Like I said, if it can break this shelf right here, right around 115, it starts to trade into this gap, going to that 116, but really the point of control around 118, going all the way up to 120. So right now we're kind of looking at the upside. Remember, like the day before yesterday was, what's up, Darren? It was more about what's going on with the downside, and we did cover the downside. It did pull back, and now the tables have turned. The markets get a little bit hot, so now we're talking about how much upside potential do we got right now, because the markets are feeling a little bit more spicier than they were, let's say, before Jerome Powell kind of really was hinting to, September is going to be that time that the cuts are going to happen. So the markets are getting kind of, rallied up behind it. You're starting to see people accumulate, and this is probably that good time right around here as well. So we'll keep an eye for that, 113 bounce and printing a buy signal. Let's go to Ethereum right away. You guys know I've been trading this one. This one's just a printer, CFX. Oh my God. That thing's that's like you're the Federal Reserve. You just got the printer on all day. That thing just prints. Now it is risky because it moves kind of quick and you better be on your P's and Q's, but man, it'll treat you nice. If you've been using some of these indicators, if you use my referral link, it will treat you nice, fam. So daily chart on Ethereum, going into price discovery, having fun. Everybody's chat just so excited. I was telling people, hey, buy some ETH down here before it goes all the way back up there, man. You guys don't want to wait, right? Here goes that break over the 50, and this thing's been in a nice uptrend ever since. It did have a nice little test right here, but ever since that, it's really just been riding all the way up to its all-time high, going towards price discovery, and it will continue. We talked about how ETH was going to be 10K no matter what anybody said, whether the new professionals that are in or the old ones, whatever they were saying. There's so many smart contracts. Everything's going to be on the blockchain. Your house, your car title, your loans, everything that you do. And these smart contracts come from the Ethereum network, the EVMs, right? So it all started right here. So this has a lot of significant value to this marketplace, and it always will, unless something happened to Vitalik and I don't know what, or something crazy. Other than that, if it continues the path, whether people say, I know AD likes to say it's a wet noodle and it's slow, it's going to get up there no matter what. It's going to get up there. It's going to take its time, just like BTC did. But for a long time, BTC couldn't break over 5K either. I remember. I clearly remember those days. And then next BTC in those days started, dancing around 10 to 12K, which I think that's what Ethereum is about to do. It's about to take that old bull run place of BTC way back in the day when it was fluctuating between this price and like 10K. Watch. So just give it its time. And, I'm sure one day we'll be talking about Ethereum at, 21,000, just like BTC did. Then the next one, 69,000. And it will do this thing over a long period of time because blockchain technology is just the future, everybody. There's no stopping it. Here we go. ETH, we got buy signal after buy signal. Let's go right here on this daily chart with the parabolic SAR. Still some buy signals on this one. We come down to the 4-hour chart, and this is where we start to talk about, like, hey, is it going to do a nice little, the wet noodle is strong again? I love it, man. I love it. Happy Sunday, Rico. Let's go. Bullish AF. LFG, XPX. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're making things happen over here. We got Ethereum, kind of obviously making some new highs and going into price discovery. There's going to be some retracements. So we're going to cover this on Ethereum. If it broke past these previous ways low, this shelf, this $4,700, we can see where it will come back down to possibly test this 50 moving average at this first price shelf right here at around 48, or coming to where most likely this 200 moving average is going to be right around this 4,200. There's most likely going to be a little bit of a shakeout, something, some kind of stuff. Um, that for the most part, give you a nice other opportunity, but there's going to be corrections because that's just what happens when it hits a new price discovery. It can't just go up forever, and you're seeing on the 4-hour chart this long wick on the top of this candle. So you're seeing people kind of push it down from where it's at. It's kind of, the markets feel very bullish right now, so I don't know if it's just going to push it down any time during the day, but maybe while you're sleeping or something like that, when it gets really quiet and stuff, you might see price drag down and then be able to snatch up some better prices. But I'd keep an eye after all this momentum, maybe its first test on the 50 moving average down here at about 4,500, or coming down to the point of control at 43. 4K is still possible, still very possible. There's some downside potential after some rallies like that, because people like to sell. They like to off ramp their crypto at xpxpay.com. So that happens, right? So just keep that in mind when we're looking at Ethereum right now. We got BNB, and people are loading up on BNB nonstop. I think everybody should be doing what smart money is doing with BNB, and that's by hundreds of millions of dollars, people are loading up on BNB at its all-time highs. So that goes to tell you that BNB is extremely, extremely strong. BNB is stronger and stronger every single day. We got a nice buy signal right here on the daily chart. Parabolic SAR got some buy signals on the bottom. We'll go down to the 4-hour chart and see what we got, because BNB can have a mind of his own sometimes. And although it's marching up this 50 moving average, making higher lows and whatnot, yes, it wicked a little bit lower here. It's not going to be picture perfect, but it's staying above the 50 moving average for the most part. I would keep an eye, because it's also kind of like ETH right now, right around its all-time highs, where there could be some nice little corrections where, point of control is right here, 845. And then if it filled this gap right here, you see this gap, it's right next to this 200 moving average, and that's around $800. And then you got the lower volume profile down here at 783. Just keep an eye on the things. The markets are very hot, but like if you're trading futures, these are things that you're going to want to pay attention to. These price zones that I'm telling you will be prices that you'll want to keep an eye on. But long term, extremely bullish on BNB. We've been saying for a long time BNB was going to break 1K, and people were saying that I was crazy. There's people saying there was not going to be an altcoin season. They somehow got some kind of new diploma getting handed out in spaces where if you just say it enough that maybe it'll be true. That's not the case. This is what's happening right now. This is adoption. I'm not a guru. I'm not, some kind of special person. This is just technology being adopted on a different level. And when you look at how slow a lot of the old stuff is compared to how much this technology is needed today to compete with like how fast the internet is, it makes perfect sense that this is how we're moving money around right here with BNB, fam. All right, so BNB definitely doing its thing. Keep an eye on some price corrections. Nothing to be concerned about. You should actually be happy and be like, man, BNB is just doing natural corrections. Big money still snatching it up. You're rubbing your hands together because maybe you got some BNB parked in XPX. Maybe you got some BNB or USDC parked in USDT parked in Agape. That play as well. And, it's going to print for you guys. It's going to print because BNB is going to keep going up. So your plays that are wrapped to BNB are going to keep going up. Let's go to Solana next, because we did say we'll be doing videos and live streams. I always do this. Live streams of Solana at over $200. And here we go, fam. I mean, I don't have Miss Cleo's crystal ball, but I was telling you guys for a while that whether today, whether the next day, sooner or later, we would be talking about, let's clean this up for a second. We would be talking about this right here, and that is, Solana at, over $200. So a lot of people are losing their Solana, throwing it away. You could just be holding it and letting it rock for you, because Solana is going to be taking BNB's old position. Remember BNB's old position? These cute little prices of 2 something to 4 something, 2 something, 286, go close to 4. Remember the last bull run? And kind of BNB taking ETH's last spot. And right now, Solana is looking like it's taking BNB's last spot, where it used to fluctuate between these prices right here. That doesn't mean that it has to stay up here. Litecoin, this was supposed to be Litecoin's position, but they fumbled the bag. And the top 5 can change, the top 10 can change, because I've seen it with my own eyes. So just know that can happen as well. But Solana's looking really good right now. Just like we said, we'll be doing videos and live streams of Solana over $200, and that's what we have right now. Solana over the 50 moving average, making higher lows, just creeping up, just doing its thing, looking really strong. Buy signal on the Blunt House indicator. buy signal on this indicator I've been using for years. Parabolic SAR on the bottom. You know, we got the Ichimoto cloud green above the 200 moving average. That's a big bull bear signal ever when it's above the 200. And that's just what it's doing right now. So can it come back and have some retracements? We come down to the 4-hour chart and figure out exactly where these retracements can come down to. We got this upper valley range right here at 199. But I'd be looking at this one, the point of control, 187, coming down to the 200 moving average, 180, and even the lower valley range of 177. That 177 is a price that keeps popping up. You see this 177 area, 177 area. If we come back, 177 area, 177 area, 177 area. So this is an area where we've seen price for Solana come to quite a bit. And it seems like the price where they shake people out to, and then they turn it right back around. So Solana looking really good. Obviously some corrections could be in the making, right? Because we have that pump, but again, the markets are hot. This is a lot of fun right now to seeing all of this come together. We don't want to miss out on this. We got Matt Fury characters can do pretty well. Yes, they can, man. We got one of them for you guys right now. Blockyboy, nice little correction on that one. That one we're going to be talking about as well. I do really good on the Matt Fury plays. It's kind of weird. They kind of picked me in a way, but yeah, the Matt Fury plays that I've found on this channel and we found together, they've done really well. I mean, I've said it before, Matt Fury plays are not leaving the space. Meme coins are not leaving the space. That's like saying Pepe is going to leave. You know, that's part of that whole thing, so it's not going anywhere. All right, Solana looking really good. Keep an eye on these prices that I just mentioned. Let's go to XRP for the XRP fam for sure. I know they love pulling up to the channel. They're always basically lurking. They're always here, man. They love the shorts, that's for sure. Here we go. Did you cry or did you buy? Remember, this is what we do with XRP. You know, we gotta load up. When you see your favorite play, you know, on a correction, that's a load up opportunity. Here goes that correction right here. Still no buy signal, but here goes these buying opportunities that people had, and now it's starting to turn around. I'm pretty sure that we'll be printing a buy signal very soon on XRP, and you can see by the 4-hour chart how this is looking, right? Break above the 50 moving average, break above the 200 moving average, most likely a little bit of consolidation right on this point of control. But if it can break this, you know, previous ways high and hold above this and kind of break above that, that's where you see XRP run right back up to this upper valley range at 328. Whether or not XRP is going to go right back into price discovery, that's not the case. So you can either buy XRP right now at 3 something, or you can buy it at $5. Up to you. If you love XRP, buy it right now. If you don't love it, hey, it's going to do its thing regardless. Whether you love it or not, XRP is here to stay, all right? So keep an eye on XRP. I don't really see too much more downside than this, like, you know, 299 and things like that. It's most likely going to consolidate in this section. And notice, I'm zoomed out. We're looking at a daily time frame and a 4-hour time frame. We're not on the 1-minute chart. That's why a lot of people get wrecked and paper hand their bags, because it's sensory overload at the lower time frame. So keep your chart looking clean. I'm going to cover this one because I'd be doing you guys a injustice if I wouldn't cover this. This is CFX. On these 15-minute candles, this thing is wild, okay? It's really fun to trade this on 15-minute candles. You know, you lace it together with a nice little shorter time frame, 15 and a 3. You know, you see this, you can take some profit here, take some profit there, and, you know, leave a little moon back to see if it's going to go higher. If you print another sell signal right here, get out of it, because eventually it's going to print one on this 15-minute candle and you have a correction coming. Most likely that first mouse gets the squeeze, second mouse gets the cheese scenario, right? Or at least one test coming back down before it breaks and fills this gap right here. But when this thing goes to fill a gap, it fills it. It doesn't argue with you. It will fill this thing. If you guys want to trade these things, I made a post earlier today, and this was actually higher. I mean, it's just been going nonstop. This is on a regular basis. Yeah, I'm using 21x leverage, and I'm actually adding quite a bit, but this thing is a printer. You see it right here, 100 right here. I mean, the list goes on how many different trades. You guys can see the prices are different that I'm trading right here, and these things are just getting rocked out the park because on BYD5, one, the UI is super clean. It's really easy to use. The fees are really cheap. And it's just, if you're using this Telegram that I have as well, it's a lot of fun. But I'm using the indicators that I talk to you guys about every single day, just like today, waking up and just snatching some serious money off the table, up 35% on the day, or from last night to this morning. I was up super late. I was up extremely late. And then we got this right here. So Let's see what we got. Let's see where we got. So we got this right here. So CFX, and then we're gonna go to BYD5. I'm gonna share these links right here. Yeah, YouTube is not notifying anybody. I got so many people telling me they're not being notified. They don't want to notify nobody. They don't want you to print. There's an actual printer on a daily basis, and that's tough for people. You know, they don't want the printer on. Best card to get is the XPX card. Don't worry about that card. Here we go. Best card is XPX all day. Here we go. CFX, come trade it on BYD5. This UI is extremely clean. Extremely clean. Use this referral link, fam. Get cheaper fees. There's a whole bunch of sign up bonuses, all kinds of free stuff you guys can use, rewards, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, that's all fine and dandy and stuff. And the giveaways that we do is all fine and dandy. But I'm letting you guys know that you guys can print with me inside of this Telegram. Touch all the links in the description of this video. If you guys are listening on X, if you're listening on YouTube, come over here to the YouTube channel where it has the links down below, and make sure that you guys definitely join this Telegram group, because it has free trades, scalps, signals, all this stuff. And this is how you can find these CFX trades when they're ready and honestly print. Maybe you don't want to print on CFX. Maybe you're like, hey, I like to only buy meme coins. Right off of CFX, you guys can also trade MoonX, trade on MoonX, trade the BSC network meme coins, and come over here and switch to Solana and trade these as well. And trade these as well right here. So you guys can come over to Solana. You guys can, here you guys, Jeet. This is probably what this has got to be what they look like. When the chart goes up, it's like, sheesh, again. I'm not going to be able to tell her. I keep I keep selling at the wrong time. So this is a new one coming out here. You guys, that could be a meta. I haven't seen that one before. We got the girl ones. That's probably a meta right now. You got a Doomed Pepe. You know, market cap 60K. But you can find all the, you know, hottest meme coins right off of this right here, which is pretty amazing if you ask me. And just goes to show that meme coins are here to stay, because exchanges would not add an easy way for you to jump onto Pump Fund, basically, and the trending meme coins and Deck Screener if it was not the way that everything was going to be happening. All right. So here you guys go. You got BLM, you got LLM, you got some kind of guy. Jeez Louise, you guys. This space is crazy. It gets weirder and weirder every single week. But nonetheless, more tech for everybody to be able to use. You guys can come over here and use this. Really simple to do. Matter of fact, you guys could probably scan this QR code right off your screen. Wrong one. You guys could probably scan this QR code. If you're seeing this right now, later on, maybe watching the stream later on, scan this QR code, and you guys also, this is the referral code. So you guys can sign up and start to print. I'm going to keep telling you guys every day, like, it's very doable. Whether you use this to make part-time money and only like some side money, or that's all good. But eventually, if you start staying really dedicated to it, you can turn this thing on where it's just a printer for you on a regular basis, and start to have a lot of fun. So let's go over to XPX, fam. Super bullish on this community, super bullish on this project, of course. Man, some amazing things coming right around the corner. The next leg up, I think it's going to melt faces. You know, I'm letting those who got to get shooken out. But obviously, if I print every day, I'm letting you guys know there's some projects about to list, some things are about to happen. So this daily chart is looking primed for that nice breakout, fam. It really looks amazing to look at this chart, and from where it's gone to where it's at now, it's like this is dedication right here. This is determination, and determination on a really great project, a project that allows anybody, individual or business, to off-ramp 70 different cryptocurrencies on multiple blockchains, letting you guys, you know, order your own gold Visa card, order your tap to pay plastic card, get non-KYC bill payments, get non-KYC gift cards. This is an amazing amount of tech for a project sitting at $1.5 million market cap. That is crazy to be sitting at $1.5 million market cap with all of this tech right here. So when you guys have time, if you guys are somebody that's also printing in the crypto space and you guys want to be able to off ramp your crypto, you know, you're planning to be financially free, but you also want to be free to spend your finances, definitely come over here to xpxpay.com, go to Crypto Bill Pay. You know, I launched this project with an amazing team on Smart DeFi. We're holding strong. We're grinding every single day, man. We're about to push this thing to the next level where you guys do not want to miss out, all right? We're going to go to the X account because it's important to go to the latest and greatest, of course, with what's going on with XPX, fam. This is absolutely bullish bullish, bullish. You gotta love it, fam. You gotta love it. I mean, just list this off: Visa, MasterCards, crypto bill payments, crypto gift cards, invoicing, payroll, 70 different cryptocurrencies, multiple chains, fast, secure. And then, of course, all of this goes right into our project. You know, we got staking, asset backing, smart loans, and amazing tokenomics to support the holders. That's why our liquidity to market cap ratio is so strong. And that's why we keep building and collaborating with great people like Zach Humphreys, the Crypto Breakfast Club, paid. And yeah, this is going to keep happening right here. This is super bullish as well. But come over here to at XPX Token, give us a follow. Get ready for the next campaigns because, of course, we're going to be listing the next project very soon. We got this. Of course, you guys come check this out with Zach. But I'm excited to tell you guys that we are right about to list the next project on Just Shop Crypto, which is super cool. And just a testament to this team and a testament to this community that's always building and pushing forward. You got to love the way that we keep pushing no matter what. It just shows you guys how powerful this project is and how it's built here to stay. Fam, I've been doing videos since 2021. Like, I'm not leaving the market. I'm not leaving cryptocurrency. I'm staying in crypto. I'm a lifer in crypto, right? And I think a lot of us inside of this space have found out, like, hey, we're staying in cryptocurrency. Why don't we build in cryptocurrency? Why don't we collaborate in cryptocurrency? A lot of people say wag me this, but really they're just poaching or something like that. They're not even really about any kind of wag me stuff. But this is wag me movement right here, collaborating for real, like making a catalyst happen, making people excited about, you know, your project. Why not? Why not do that? Why not have some fun and print with your favorite projects, fam? Because the opportunity's there. If you guys are listening right now, if you guys also, I want you guys to DM me. If you guys have bought any of this merch from the CBC, send me a DM so I can hook you guys up because I want to make more catalysts of this. And if you guys are listening right now, I also want you guys to know that if you buy a CBC cup or a hat or something like that and make a post on X, we will be reimbursing you with either, yeah, I'm gonna be hooking you guys up, man. So just make the catalyst happen. Don't wait for things to just be around happening or something like that, you know, and just waiting for somebody else to do it or complaining in a TG, being bitter, making your TG, you know, overly toxic on a regular basis. There's no need for that. There's no need for that. When you have so much opportunity right here to collaborate, to make some things happen and have some fun in the space, fam. That's what it's all about. You can actually have some fun in the space and print at the same time. So come over here to Just Shop Crypto, get some of this Crypto Breakfast Club merch. We're definitely going to hook you guys up. It would be so cool to see some people wearing some of this stuff. Maybe you're in a cold place, you know, wear the beanie. Maybe you're somewhere, you know, where it's nice out, get the t-shirt. Maybe you got your early coffee. Boom. Maybe you're at the club What am I thinking? At the gym working out, you know, use that and make that happen. And use this at the gym, you know, do like a little, this is all stuff that we have the ability to create on our own and create these catalysts together, right? And that's what I want us to understand is that we kind of will that power in our own way. And the strength is in communities. Communities what's making this happen. The same thing for this Just Shop Crypto as well. This is going to be going back to XPX, fam. So the revenue, and we have revenue share packages and all that stuff for projects, but the revenue going from this is going to be going right back into the project as well. So we created another revenue stream that is printing as well. I'm going to let you guys know there are sales happening. They're buying XPX merch, they're buying CBC merch, and I'm pretty sure this fire merch that we're about to release, I was looking at it this AM, and I did a little bit of an alpha leak as well. If you guys are inside of the Moneybags Mansion, you guys would have seen it. You guys would have seen some of this merch from Kendu that's about to be coming out, and I think a lot of people are going to be snatching this up. It is fire, fam. So don't miss out on this. I'm looking forward to these collaborations. You know, come over here. Appreciate those who are loading up on XPX right now as we're live streaming. Those are the real ones. And the next leg up is going to be serious. Just be ready, man. You guys know. Say what we mean and mean what we say, and that's what's going to keep happening over here. Headed towards all-time high. Just Shop Crypto, payroll, pay portal revenue going into the project. Don't miss out. You know, altcoin season is going to happen. Crypto reserve is going to be fat and thick. And when alts start pulling back, we're going to start using that to really keep applying pressure on what we've been building the whole time. So come check this out. And since we're talking about projects being listed on this, I'm going to go to Kendu right now. Let's go to Kendu. This is Agape as well. We're going to be talking about this play. Don't want you guys missing out on this one. So we'll leave that open. because that one's actually about to be a printer as well. We got Kendu turning right back around with a healthy chart, fam. This one's about to be listed. Like I said, I just saw the merch, fam. It is fire. People are going to load up on it. People are going to get it. I mean, I'm going to get it. It's fire merch, and it's fire merch from an amazing community, super active community that, you don't fade, solid community. So they're on ETH. They're also available on Sol and Base. I got my bags parked on ETH. That's where I started off with Kendu, but don't miss out, man. This is a great post right here. So definitely Kendu, watch the space. This right here, check this out. This is fire, fam. This is out here in retail. Everything that Kendu does is retail. Street art, retail. Energy drinks, retail. Retail, 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 retail. I think this is okay to show because it's covered, but it's somewhat covered. I think this is okay to show though. But right here, remember, sometimes to touch some grass, chill out a bit, and reconnect to nature. Enjoy the sound of silence. Zoom out and take some time for yourself. All can do with a little piece. We all can do with a little piece before we go back to work. Yeah. And nothing wrong with that, man. I'm telling you, I've been working out nonstop, swimming, and just the markets are going to come to us. They belong to us. The markets belong to us. Just all you have to do is be present, keep grinding, don't stop what you're doing, keep your community active, and ETH is going to pump everybody's bag. Kendu's wrapped to ETH, right? You see this? Wrapped to ETH, and it's going to happen. If we can build a buy wall and assist, Ethereum to, break it through these kind of market caps, this is going to be really exciting. Kendu above 20 something million, it's hard to really ignore. Kendu breaks 50 million, those who cheated start to come back for more. That's what's going to happen. We have to break past some psychological barriers. That's just the nature of the game. I didn't write the game. I'm just, I just pay attention to it and I see it. I'm not going to fight it, right? I can tell that that's what's going on, is that, we see these psychological barriers. It's whether it's a good project, my project, a bad project, everybody has psychological barriers that when you break these things, there's like exponential growth after that. So $20 million market cap is going to be exciting. Last time we broke past that, we shot all the way up to like 40 something million. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's build the buy wall together. I can't wait to do some spaces, do some of this collaborative work together with the merch. I'm really excited for everybody to see the Kendu merch. I got mines on today, and more merch to come, fam. So super exciting times up ahead as these collaborations continue to take shape and actually, bring some substance to the space, fam. That's what it's all about. Speaking of bringing some substance to the space, man, we're pivoting like on point today, man. You guys have to come check out Infinite Agape, fam. This is an easy play for you guys to get in early. I'm working with this play, really, really closely. I've been telling you guys for a while that faith build projects will be coming into the space. You guys know the first one that helped me identify that is Jesus Token, which I'm extremely bullish on, and we're getting closer and closer to that collaboration as well. But just like the Polyfi narrative caught everybody by storm, the political finance, the MAGA hats, the Biden plays, the Harris plays, all of that Polyfi came out of nowhere. I'm going to let you guys know before this happens, this is a great project, great team, great developer, great people with a great cause. Really easy to come over here, and get a bag of agape. I even got a bag. This is easy play. You guys can park USDT right here, and oh wow, the holder count is growing up. Nice. I like that. 122 now. Let's go. Okay. Holder count is growing up. This project is very young. Okay. This project is very young. It did hit an all-time high right after coming out, rallied right up right away, right? Went up right away. Let's zoom out a little bit more. So right around that 2.5 million, I know, I hit 2.7 million and we came all the way back down, and then we start to rally right back up. Look at BTC. Oh, nice. Right to that level though. Look at that. What level did it go to, fam? I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. Look at the level. Let me clear this up for a second. I didn't know what you meant at first. I was like, wait a minute. But look at, not to the arrow that we've been waiting for it to touch. I got a bag of agape. That's an easy one, Jace. It really is. That one's an easy one right there. Great people doing great things, and they're going to help other projects. I mean, a lot of people say you want great projects or you want a V-list, you want to, and then like they come around and then they're like, no, never mind, I just want to get rugged. It's like, wait a minute. Watch how we're going to turn this thing into something really great. These serious plays take a little bit, but when it's like a meta like this, you want to get in early before they run up. So shout out to gas fees. Check this out. Nice little community. So much room to grow. Absolutely. And that's what I like to find. That one actually will move very easily because the liquidity to market cap ratio. XPX has a very thick liquidity. I want people to understand that XPX has the same liquidity as most projects at $5 million market cap. So that's why it's strong at the same time, right? But it doesn't shoot up right away. When a project has the liquidity ratio like of Agape like that, this moves up easy. You know, a serious buy on this thing will FOMO will happen on this really fast. We're working to get above that $1 million market cap. That's what we're going to get on. But this is what we're looking at. BTC really quick. Right to this price we've been talking about, gas fees. Look at this. That prior resistance finally becoming that future support. Boom, just got it out the way. Boom. I'm glad I printed off of this trade and closed it all. Now I'll be lurking because now the market gets fearful, and again, you guys will see again tomorrow or later on today that I print another long or something like that. That prints again all over again, because the minute the markets get scary like this and there's a long wick to the downside, you can almost bet your butts that there's going to be a nice quick little correction as well. I'm actually going to go to my BYD-Fi app really quick right now, and because that's just. I like when it crashes like that really fast. When it does that really fast, it's almost like watch how fast it'll recover. So we'll keep an eye on the BTC prices. You guys keep an eye on it. But let's go back to Agape. This is a great project right here that I want you guys to keep an eye on. This faith meta is going to be massive, okay? This faith meta is going to be really a big thing, part of the space. I'm going to have Brad join me on one of these. But this is what's going to be going on. And soon we're going to be seeing this come into action. And then what we can also do is have spaces and collaborations with the projects that win, right? We can have some fun, and this is very easy. We got nominations so far, so let's see. Let me open this up. Okay, we'll do that on a different one. We'll set it all up. But round 5 nominations, we got 0 votes. This one's August. Okay, this one's August 15th to the 29th. And this one's closes. Let's make this one happen. Let's go into this real quick. So buy $500 worth of Agape, rewarded to the nominator of the winning project, accumulated USDT from the reward pool to buy winning token, bought tokens airdrop to voters of winning. So this is a project that through this system will be buying your favorite cryptocurrency project and then also airdropping those tokens to the voters. So it's not like they're dumping your bag. They're letting the holders that are of the winning nominations to be able to get those tokens, which is pretty cool if you ask me, right? They're going to buy that off the market and then they're going to airdrop it to those winners, which you can see how this can turn into a very cool little cycle right here, and start to create higher floors because it's incentivizing people to hold because you have nomination powers when you do that, right? So make sure you guys load up and get enough Agape token to be able to do this. And we'll even talk about Jesus token next because I really think that the faith build projects are the next meta that will catch everybody by storm. Here we go. When retail comes in, this is what they're going to be looking at. $1 million market cap. It's not that far off for this project to hit. We're going to be updating the links, helping them out with that, getting that all together, making sure that you guys come over here and give them a follow over here on this play right here. Let me get this right here, copy this link right here, post that right there. Boom, just like this. And make sure you guys come over here, give them a follow. This is Brad, who I've been talking to. Solid chat in the space.
That was invented by politicians and the media to keep the people quiet at home. Yep. Because if they told you the truth about the middle class, you would have 80% of the people burning down the White House on any given weekend. The middle class is not a safe place. It is
this is good connections. Imagine being able to do this same sit down.
But they're not.
Brad is well connected. You don't sleep on people that's chilling with Grant Cardone, man. You just don't sleep on that. You don't sleep on people with contacts like this and get a chance to sit down like this on this level. You just don't, because it's not what you know, it's who you know. And it just takes that one little spark and that right timing and the right thing where these collabs even go further. Grant Cardone has been doing a lot of live streams and YouTube videos. Imagine getting on some of those streams. And I need you guys to imagine, because that's what we need to do. Dream big. You need to dream really big, and that's how these things come together.
Money markets, ETFs, retirement accounts, life insurance. It's all bullshit. The whole thing's a bullshit scam. Wealthy people do none of these things. They don't buy houses. They don't go to college. Most of the billionaires break out of college. They're like, shit, I ain't doing that. They fund the college, but they don't go to them, right? They leave college so they can go get rich. The middle class is a mythology state. It's a condition.
Solid project, solid people behind it. Keep an eye on it. This is going to be turning up as well over here, and seeing a lot more posts on this. You guys don't want to sleep on this project. I mean, if you guys go back and check the receipts, I was one of the first people to call that MAGA hat play. When I saw that red hat, I called it. That thing went into the hundreds of millions of dollar market cap and really printed a good amount of ETH. And I think we called it at like $5 million market cap. It was just, bam, it came out, and I was like, here comes a new meta. I don't try to get, that's the thing when you're too rigid, you don't allow yourself to, whatever the trend is, and I think it's because I'm a technical trader, that even when it comes to the trend of whatever the meta is, I'm not going to fight it. I'm not here to fight whatever the trend is. The trend is your friend. If it's going to be that Polyfi meta, and look, this is how crazy I am, because I know I'm not leaving this market. This next cycle, in the next election, I'm going to have money put to the side ready for the Polyfi meta. Ready for the Polyfi meta. A lot of people don't want to think that far. They think that, they want to buy their Lambo this bull cycle and they're out, and I don't know, I guess they're going to delete their apps, and I don't really get it, but I'm already knowing that I will have funds ready for the next election, because that's always going to be a meta in our space from now on. That last one was just too strong. That Polyfi meta is going to be strong, and I'm letting you guys know right now that this is going to be one of the metas as retail comes into the space. It's going to be faith build projects will come into the space really, really extreme as well. So don't sleep on this. I'm letting you guys know now that you guys are extremely early on this meta that's going to happen, that I'm sure will catch people by storm as people of faith will come into the space, right? Let's go into a couple more plays. Bullish on you guys. Appreciate you guys loading up during the stream. That's bullish, man. Somebody loading up. Appreciate you, man. Let's look at another play. Jesus token, since we're on the faith build projects right now. And then we'll go into Blockboy, and then we'll go into Zora. Let me know what else you guys are buying right now. This is another project I'm bullish on right here. I really think that, this all-time high is very achievable. If we expect the end goal to be mostly about adoption and mostly about, retail coming in, they have communities that have money and will come into this space. I think people are trying to leave certain people out. That's not going to happen. This is going to be huge. This will be huge. So check this out, man. This is a great community. Also join the crypto church right here. Prophet Bear really doing his thing over here with this whole community. You guys see the whole lineup. Tap in. This community is very powerful. They've been rating everything that I post. They got a strong community and a community with true conviction. All right. So do not sleep on faith build projects, because they're only going to get stronger and stronger over time. Watch how this continues to evolve. And as people come in, they're going to hold this. They're not going to jeet right away. They're not going to be jeeting their Jesus coin, right? And I really looking like this one's going to be a strong play for the space and for everybody that's tuning in. Don't miss out on these plays, fam. All right, let's go on to the next one. The next one's going to be, we'll go into Zora, since you guys brought this one up. I don't even know nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. I just seen it that it was pumping up and shot up, and that's just all I know about it. So I guess it's looking like a platform like X, where people are making posts. Pretty bullish. So some kind of social fi app. This is going to be a meta too. We've seen MK, Meme Link, building that out as well. This is going to be a huge meta. They got a lot of traction on this. So you could buy this or what? I don't know much about Zora itself. I'm guessing you're buying these. I bought the top yesterday again and bought the dip today. I just keep stacking before the train leaves the station. Best thing to do, Ricky. Best thing to do. Just keep adding. You can see everybody was saying to G and to dump the bags. They were wrong, man. You gotta block out the noise. It's crazy because sometimes they're a lot louder than the people that are actually making sense, and those people are just walling out, just saying whatever. So launch your creator coin and turn posting into earning. All right. So top traded coins, looking like coins are being launched on Zora. We're gonna have to do a deep dive on this. We're probably, and if that person's still listening, if anybody from the Zora community wants to come up and tell me why they're bullish on Zora, why they love Zora, they're more than welcome to come up here so we can find out. This one's moving pretty strong and they're bringing substance. If you keep providing value to the marketplace, you're gonna get some value back to you. You know, you're gonna get some value back. And if you're making people money, people are gonna be bringing more people to this project. Look at this, man. You just never know. How amazing is that? 4 months old, $379 million market cap. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Look at this. Consolidated for a great, great moment. You guys know where I want to see. That's amazing. That's crazy. This thing was just sending. It was just consolidating until eventually it broke out right around that $40 million market cap and just kept pumping a lot higher. Obviously, they got some momentum. They got a thick liquidity. Base chain is going to be fire no matter what. You don't want to sleep on base chain. When they start letting it a lot easier and retail comes in, a lot of Americans, they're going to go straight to Coinbase. They're going to go straight to Coinbase, honestly, fam. And when they go to Coinbase, what they're going to do is look for meme coins, look for plays that are going to give them options to print. And they could be checking out plays like this Zoro right here. So this looks like a pretty hot play that we'll keep an eye on. Make sure if you guys are bullish on Zoro, you guys keep pulling up. And also, you know, get some people from the community or from the team to pull up so we can have a conversation on here and talk about Zoro for sure. Let's go to Blockboy next. This is Blockboy right back at 500K. Yes, it went to 1 million, came down, it's consolidating. Do not sleep on this one. They are cooking up on Blockboy. This is, you know, these Matt Fury plays, they have some serious potential, fam. And when they haven't broke that 1 million, 5 million, 10 million kind of dance, you got to keep an eye on these plays like this. These Block Boys, these Matt Fury plays are very powerful. And I've brought you guys a lot of Matt Fury plays right around these same market caps that, yeah, they can consolidate, they do some shakeouts and all that good stuff. But out of nowhere, they just send, right? So we got bro right here talking about it. Got a YouTube channel as well. Blockboy's looking pretty strong. I actually like where he comes from this little thing, and then he stands up. And I think we could see where this has a lot of potential to grow. Blockboy on this. And, you know, this is the blockchain. So Blockboy has a space on the blockchain. There's no way that Blockboy shouldn't have a space on the blockchain. If anybody, he should. It looks like they're going to make him a main character. We'll see. These Matt Fury plays can surprise you. Just like Beppe surprised everybody. Just like Brett surprised everybody, these things have a lot of, they're embedded into the crypto space. They are not going anywhere. They are here to stay. And when you see these plays and you got a little bit of ETH laying around, you can play with these. They haven't broken out. I mean, don't put your house on it, but put enough so you don't miss out on these Matt Fury plays that we keep bringing up that haven't done the $5-10 million market cap. And we'll go into showing you guys some example of what these things look like. But Blockboy, I'll post this one in the chat right now because I think this could be the next sender. Join the Telegram as well. This one's posted in the Moneybags Mansion. That link in the for that TG is in the description below. So don't sleep on that one as well. So let's go see what's going on. Let's go to Jerry the Turtle, see where it's at. 14 million. Whoa, some serious buys came through. Boom, 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 boom. And they want to hold on now to this next level. Jerry the Turtle's a perfect example of these Matt Fury plays that I tell you guys early before they break 5 million. And then they start doing this stuff. It's like, okay, I like it. So from underneath 5 million to sitting at 15 million, it's pretty nice. Don't sleep on these plays. Jerry the Turtle's very strong. The next one that is low cap, and I think people are going to sleep on. This is the one that keeps getting posts made by Shiba Inu. This is a big brand. Courage the Cowardly Dog is a big brand, and it's doing that hit 5 million, hit 5 million, hit 5 million, just like Jerry the Turtle was doing. hitting 5 million, hitting 5 million, hitting 5 million. Break out of 5 million, go to 10, you start seeing exchange listings at 10 million is where you start seeing 20, 30 million. And, I think that this Courage the Cowardly Dog definitely has what it takes to break 10 million and starts to see some more action. Let's go to the X account. This one's a solid little ETH play right here. These ETH plays are really starting to come to life. And like I said, Shiba Inu continues to post about them. This was 2 days ago. This post has crazy amount of views. You got Crypto Galaxy right here. This is somebody as well that's been kind of calling the right Matt Fury plays as well. Crypto Galaxy has been calling them for sure. So don't sleep on this. When you see him posting a little Matt Fury play, definitely call some of them. Don't Crypto June, not sure. Okay, he's got a nice little account as well. And he's talking about, CC Dog. You got your exchange stuff. You got your marketing. This one's been doing really good. This is a fresh one right here. This was yesterday. So they added some more to this. They had this. Now they added another one. So they're really close to this CC Dog. And there's a lot of marketing going on. And a lot of these plays, even if you print on them, I would leave a moon bag on any of these Matt Fury plays that are winners for you. Because when ETH is at 10K, what are these meme coins going to be at? Like, what are these favorite meme coins going to be at? We have to find that. It's like we have to put that somewhere. It's like ETH could pump up some of these really solid communities really strong and make them into senders where, we see these at 50 or $100 million market cap when it's full blown altcoin season and retail is drooling over the next big, meme coin or the next big altcoin that they can buy. So we'll keep an eye on CC Dog for sure. This is a solid play, fam. Solid play. Let's see. Another play that's solid right here is Husky. This is for the Cardano people. Keep eye on this one. This is going to be that Cardano meme coin. And also SNEC. I'm giving you guys a lot of alpha. These plays right here should not be ignored. A lot of these plays right here, just, don't ignore this. If you're on Cardano, I've even got some for Cardano. This SNEC, they're doing some big things and they're doing things for retail. So keep an eye on SNEC on Cardano. This is even at 361, there's going to be a Cardano $1 billion meme coin. And as that happens, you're going to see the next one happen and the next one happen. And that could potentially be that Husky one. That could be this next one that turns into a SNEC play that's cruising into hundreds of millions of dollar market cap because they are very well connected. Husky is very well connected with a lot of the Cardano people. I met a lot of them, and I mean, they are very well connected. So if you got some Cardano, not doing too much for you, it'll probably do a lot more inside of this meme coin right here, Husky. I'm actually going to print it, put this right here for you guys. And then, boom, we'll do this, do that. You guys have that one as well. So let's check on the market one more time. Is that it? Is it going lower? Is that it? Sell everything? Is it the end of the world? No way, man. It's just getting started. This is exciting times up ahead. No matter what, we are building this thing to go all the way over here. This is what's going to happen. Blockchain technology is the future. It takes time. I'll be honest with you. To get used to from going from a 12-month cycle to a 4-year cycle as far as my mentality, it takes a little bit of time to get your mind around that. But this is the way that I think of stuff now. I don't really think of things having to be done in 12 months no more. I want to be good in these 4-year cycles. I want to master these 4-year cycles. In mastering these 4-year cycles, you will change not only your life, but most likely a lot of people in your life right around you. And if you're a KOL or somebody on Space is doing the right thing, you can actually change a lot of people's lives. Because if you can master this 4-year cycle and not cheat your bags before it hits all-time highs and let altcoin season happen, print your money on the right side of the chart and get ready for the next cycle, you're really going to start a nice little machine right here that's just going to keep making money for you. I want you guys to really get it right on this one because this is the level of adoption that, it's like no other time. This is not the time where everybody was saying naughty crypto's bad. That's all these other times. This is Silk Road, crypto's bad. It's for gamblers, it's for crooks, it's for, people buying illegal stuff off the internet. Look at FTX, look at Celsius, look at Voyager, look at Luna crash. Everything's bad. Crypto's amazing. Crypto's the best. I love crypto. Everybody loves crypto. Crypto's going to save the planet. It's going to do this. They were even talking about crypto back here as far as, messing up the environment. Now crypto's helping out the environment. Now crypto's good for the environment. That's why I don't listen to them. They got me messed up. I will not buy into any of their noise. They switch up so fast on what they say is bad and what then they say is good. You have to do your own research. You have to dig deep. This is your .com moment. Don't mess it up. If you're really, really young, I guess, if you're a teenager in crypto or early 20s in crypto and you mess it up, you'll probably be okay, but if you're pushing your late 30s like I feel, and the next game is when I'm 30 or 60 years old, I don't want to try to figure out the next game. I want to print so hard for the next 30 years that whatever next setup the game is, whatever it is, all I got to do is move liquidity over and continue to enjoy the rest of my life, right? And that's what we're all here to do, is to be able to break out of whatever rat race you're feeling that you're in so we can enjoy life. Otherwise, what is it for, right? So it comes with this right here, mastering these 4-year cycles. Make sure you guys keep tapping in with me. We're going to master these 4-year cycles together. I really think that Bitcoin will hit $250,000, then hit kind of a top in this yellow and orange section, start to pull back, touching kind of the greens, kind of igniting a crazy altcoin season, as most people who've printed off a BTC will want to take profits and find altcoins or find alts that are going to pump up or they can make more money. And that's kind of what that altcoin season will look like. You'll see your SUIs, your XRPs, and everything right now, all your alts, they're just trailing behind BTC. This is not altcoin season. This is just a natural movement of the market and more liquidity coming into the market. But when those Bitcoin whales take profit off of BTC and they're still eager to print, and you see them load those bags into XRP or SUI or BNB and all these things, that's where you're really going to see a fire altcoin season. So I'm excited for all of you guys that have been tuning in with us on this channel, man. We're knocking it out the park, showing you guys the blue chip, showing you guys, the project I launched, XPX, providing off-ramp solutions for those who plan to be rich. You're going to have to be able to spend this, right? And also meme coins, and just staying locked in on what's really going on right here. So I really appreciate you guys pulling up once again to this amazing, amazing show that without you guys, it just wouldn't be that amazing, to be honest with you guys. So appreciate you guys for pulling up. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is.